Namaste and welcome to today's episode of Interview. Guest for today's evening is an amazing personality who works in the field of law and is a wildlife photographer by passion. So without any further delay, let's welcome Advocate Arun S Nair to this studio. Hello Mr. Nair, welcome you to this session of interview. Thank you for taking out some time for this session.
Hi Pallabi, very nice to meet you, and it's a very honor to be with you this time.
So audience, if you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe the channel and also hit the bell notification so that you can get notified every time I upload a video. So Mr. Nair, coming to you, and my first question is, please tell something about yourself.
Yeah, let me introduce myself. That's it. My name is Arun S Nair. I'm an advocate. I'm practicing in the courts of Kerala, that is in District Court and in High Court of Kerala. And I have completed my law college in Vaikunta Balija College of Law, that's South Kerala, that's in Karnataka. And from 98 onwards, I'm practicing in this field. That's me.
So as you are from the field of law, what type of cases do you deal in?
Actually, nowadays there is no such a specification in the cases which an advocate deals with. But as far as I am concerned, the most cases coming to me is criminal cases, and of course civil cases are also there. But most of the cases are criminal cases that's coming to me.
How long have you been in this field?
Actually, I completed my law college degree in 1998, and from there on, it's about 24 years I am in this field.
That's nice. It started this way only.
Pardon?
I think after completing your degree, you started practicing law.
Yeah, of course.
So what are the challenges in this field?
Actually, to become a successful lawyer, there are so many challenges. The primary challenge and the most important to a budding lawyer is the when he's starting our career, it would be too hard to sustain in this field, to obtain the cases and to stuck in this field for the first 3-4 years is the primary challenge to a lawyer.
So any interesting story from your experience you would like to share with our audience?
Actually, I am in this field for last 23-24 years, and there are so many stories. Each story has each phase, but the one case which I always remember, that's from at the beginning of my career in 1999, a Kuch tragedy. Which occurred in Kerala, and I was lucky to be an advocate, as a budding advocate at that time, to have a wakalat of one accused, and that experience, it's a very nice experience to become a more efficient lawyer in the future time. That made me to become a better advocate.
How do you deal with your clients?
By my clients, actually, I'm from a very remote village in Kerala named Pallabi, that's in a Kollam district, and most of my clients from the beginning itself, they are from the lower part of the community, not the corporate clients and not the upper part of the community. They are all from lower part of the community, and they are very open-hearted and very sensitive. So to them, uh, handling them is very sensitive, and we must become one of them to have the entire aspects of the case, and at first we have to convince them we are with them, and because I am one of them, no, from that village area, it became easy to handle them, and now and it helped me a lot to handle all type of clients.
So let's discuss about your passion now. What drove you to wildlife photography?
Yeah, it's a story. It's a story that uh, actually, I was not at all planned to be a wildlife photographer. I never thought I would become a wildlife photographer, and even now I'm not thinking I'm not a successful. I'm not a successful wildlife photographer, but wildlife photography is now a passion to me, a breath to me. That's what I'm saying. But in when I was studying in law college, law college was in Udupi, and we were staying in Manipal, in South Canara. From there, about 10 to 15 kilometers are there from the forest area and where we are staying. And on weekends, we friends usually planned some trips to the forest areas, and thus the forest become a passion, an addiction to me. And after completing my law college, I plan to travel the forest areas of Kerala, and at that time, there is no these mobiles and all, and there is no digital cameras. The digital cameras was just introduced at that time. I know. That time, one of my friends gifted me a camera, and a Zenith camera with an on zoom lens, and from there on, I started to take photos and became a passionate wildlife. So I am not a wildlife photographer, passionate in having wildlife frames.
So, how do you plan your wildlife tours? And also, I have seen in some of your pictures that you are accompanied by some of your friends too.
Yeah. Actually, these wildlife trips are not planned only. I never planned any trips before. Though, if I planned any trips, it become failure. But my trips are always, to me, my thought is that when I get a call from nature, when I get a call from forest, I suddenly pack my backpack and goes on. That's my nature. But sometimes we have to plan. We have to plan, and we did it. And mostly my companion, one of some trusted friends who loves forest, who loves wildlife. Usually I'm not interested in taking anyone with me to the forest. So because wildlife photography and enjoyment of forest, not with groups and gangs, is not at all we can't enjoy. But there are some friends who is also interested in the same sense. That such friends are coming with me, and we are happy in having those beautiful days in this forest.
So, what type of excitement and thrill do you face behind tiger clicks?
Yeah, of course, an ambition of a wildlife photographer is to have tiger clicks. No, not only tiger clicks, mostly the cat family clicks. and the tiger clicks happens what I say it happens somewhat we only have luck. From 2000 onwards, I have been traveling through the forest of Kerala for having a tiger click, and I only got my first click on about 2014. 2014. About it took 14 years to have a sight of a tiger in face to face and to have a click. So always tiger clicks, any cat family clicks are so thrilling and excited to any wildlife photographers and as to me also.
Yeah. So, is there any favorite place of yours to click birds?
Yeah. Favorite place. Yeah, of course. The entire forest area are my favorite places. No, nothing comes behind that. No, but my topmost priority is in Kerala. That Parambikulam Tiger Reserve. Parambikulam Tiger. It's the most thrilling forest I have seen. Plenty of wildlife sighting is there, and it's a beautiful forest. No, a mixture of teak plantation, natural forest. Anyway, I am very happy to be in Parambikulam Reserve whenever I get time.
So, what was the story behind the click of beetle on a tree?
Yeah, it's not such a story. No, it's just a click. But the beat is not always common here. No, that click was taken from Shendurni Wildlife Sanctuary. That's very near to my native place. And while 2, 3, not 2, 3, it's about 5 years back when I was trekking. Suddenly I was in search of some common birds. Always bird photography is challenging than the mammals. But suddenly I found this one in a in a branch, and I took that photograph. It's very lucky for me.
So, photographers and photography both are trending. What is your viewpoint in this context?
Yeah, nowadays, no, whoever takes camera is a photographer, and whoever goes to wildlife is a wildlife photographer. I'm not understanding how they could be wildlife photographer and even a photographer. But a photographer, primarily they have to be to have a passion in photography, and more than a photographer to be a wildlife photographer, you have to love the nature, love the forest, and love the wildlife. Aspect of taking a picture of a wildlife or an animal is not making a successful wildlife photographer. A wildlife photographer means a wildlife photographer who loves the nature, who loves the forest, and who is a conservationist and who fought for the nature, fought for the forest. That's what I'm concerned.
What would be your piece of advice to the young aspirants who are willing to come to the field of law?
Nowadays every profession has their own challenges, and in advocacy we should be sincere, we should be dedicated, we have a decorum here, and we have to go by the our mind, our senses, it's not easy to be a successful advocate, successful lawyer. We have to learn so much. We have to read so much. we have to see so much, and only doing all these things, no, you can be a successful lawyer.
Well, Mr. Nair, we are to the end of this session. It was great interacting with you. Thank you once again for this valuable time and all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you so much for making me in this your YouTube, and I'm so happy to be with you this time.
My pleasure, Mr. Nair. So audience, this was Advocate Nair in our studio this time. Hope you like his storytelling from the field of law and wildlife photography. So please comment down your viewpoints in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. I will be back soon with another eminent personality. Till then, goodbye.